Okay, so Easter update's out. I've played a little bit, not a ton just yet. However, I opened 10 capsules because I AFK'd. I went to AFK and then I went to bed so that I could wake up with some stuff. As you see, I have this skin already, and I did get her. I can't Evo her yet. However, I'm gonna try and get as many of these Evos and stuff done in this one video. Unlike the last video, I'm not gonna show you that grinding because that's gonna take forever. So it'll just be cuts from obtaining units to evolving them and testing them out. I will roll traits on Esdeath while I'm here, though. If all goes well, I can get all of the units in this one video. Madoka's a bit of a difficult one to get, I think just because of the time. But I'm not too worried about it. Come on. I guess I can't complain. I've rolled so many glitched lately. I don't plan on checking any information about these units. I want to find it all out for myself. I forgot I still have those on. Oh god. Oh, I thought I got something good. I'll just keep rolling. Oh. Yeah. Okay, come on. Don't do me like this. Give me something good. Don't make me use all my rerolls, please. Though I guess I can easily grind more. Not really an issue. Oh boy. Oh. Not again. Not all seeing. Come on. Please, bro, please. This is gonna be rough if I use all my rerolls and don't get anything. Not again! Oh my god! Just give me Overlord. Just give me a usable trait. Come on. This is... Oh, man. I mean, I was due for some bad luck, to be fair. This is absolutely earned. That just... Oh, that sucks. I did just have a power outage. Power came back, and that's why I'm doing this right now. Now that my power's back... What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do Caverns so I could evolve her. So, I'll go do that, and then you guys can see her Evo. I realized actually that while I have the time, I should show you guys what Anos's buffs did, since my last video was obtaining and getting glitched on him. I'm not gonna read what his nuke does now, but I'll just scroll down and you guys can pause it and read it, because this is a whole novel. The main things to note are they reduced the cooldown per use, and each step does something different. His passives are completely unchanged. Yeah, all of this is the exact same. And then his total damage is much higher, but I will actually preview that for you guys. Okay. So these are his placement stats. I do have the Beast King soul on him, so this is slightly more damage than what he would be doing. I'll get him upgraded shortly, but I need to get the money for it. How'd they receive bleed? What? I saw that for... Alright, come on. I'm gonna turn my graphics down a little bit, just so I'm not lagging. Why were they receiving bleed? As this is called, get stunned. It's the game for. Or was that negation that was what was applying there? I really don't know, because it looked like he was applying. He is applying bleed. He's not supposed to. He doesn't mention that anywhere. I don't know what that's about. Let me check the Discord. See if they posted something new about him. No. Let me check. Final upgrade damage increase, 7-step destruction ability reworked, and he now does... Oh yeah, he does pressure, which is just a really good effect to have. I don't know why he's doing bleed. I mean, that's cool. I just don't know why it's happening. Yeah, you can see it briefly before they die. But sometimes he's applying bleed for some reason. Okay, so... I'd say the timer up here still doesn't go away even once he's capped out the buff. Which is, it's still kind of weird. Also, if you guys didn't know, they did buff Idle. She has more range, and this does more... It gives her gives them more range and more damage than before. I think it added 5% to both, I'm pretty sure. So if it's easier to read it here, I'll leave this on screen for a couple of seconds. So if you guys want to pause and just read it off this, that's better. Alright. I mean, I'll just use these. Why not? Also, it only uses 1 stock per use now, instead of, 2. I definitely think he'll be really good for Infinite. I don't know if it's the same as before, where once you use it the 7th time, it goes on a like 999,000 second cooldown or something. I hope it doesn't, so that you can just build back up through these. But if that's how they want to do it, that's fine. Yeah, he is... That must be the icon for his negation for some reason. This part. Because it seems to be on only the 5th hit does he do that. Or every couple of hits. So it just must not have an icon right now. And so they used bleed as the placeholder. Alright, Giorno, do your thing. Okay. I will finish up these portals and... Or, portals, what? I'm gonna finish the caverns, and then get Esdeath's Evo item. And then I can show her off. Now that I've finished up the elemental caverns for Esdeath, I am going to go do... I gotta go do breaches now to get her Evo item. And also to get these other units. Why do I have a 7 pity on her? She's not obtainable from the regular ones, is she? Whatever. This should be pretty easy. So I should be able to solo this. And I will come back once I have her Evo. I will unpause periodically to show you guys if I get any rewards, obviously. But... Okay, so now I'm just waiting for the Extreme Breach to spawn. However, because I AFK'd, and the AFK gives lots of large eggs, I was able to get Madoka's Evo item and 21 capsules. Let's see if I can get the other unit. Probably not. Now that's fair. I got pretty lucky already. I should... Do I have any rerolls? I guess let me check as death again. What all do I need? I think I just need her evo item at this point. Oh, I need more shards, but that's an easy fix. I need, like, what, that many, and then one of those. Oh, I gotta convert down one more time. I probably don't have the shards to do all these unit evos, unfortunately, but I can fix that for sure. I guess I'll do these 2 rerolls that I got. See if I can get anything. Shocker, no. Why am I looking there? Alright. Alright. Now, for real, next time I unpause my recording, it will be when Esdeath is evoed. Unless I get one of the other units before that, and then I will show that. I also apologize if this video is really, like, snap cut. As I said in the last recording, I can't use my editing software yet. So the best way I can really cut and edit videos is by using the stop recording feature on OBS. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to unpause, or you weren't going to see recording again until I was completely done. However, 2 of the people in this lobby have some of the new units evolved, and so I'm going to look at them. Every 20 seconds, mark a random unit. A tactile mark increases unit's range by 10%, damage by 10%. Okay, so she supports her other units and herself, I guess? So she's a support and self buff. Oh. Every 120 seconds, Bolmy drops a capsule which delivers one of the following buffs and gives 30k cash? What? Okay, so she generates money? And does... She generates money and is a support... Okay, she's crazy. Now what about Esdeath? Because that's what I'm working towards. When Ice Queen attacks an enemy that is frozen, deal 2 times damage. Ice Queen's Blizzard damage also deals 2.3 times her damage instead of the usual 1.9. Ooh. Every 60 seconds, mark a random unit range with Charm. Units marked with Charm will do 100% more crit damage and 50% more damage for the next 15 seconds. That's really good. Is that on Evo? What the hell? Are there any other new units here? No, it's just those 2. I'm gonna try and look at Escanor's buff, because supposedly his last upgrade damage is higher. I believe that's what it said. I can check the Discord again. Range for last 5 upgrades increased, final upgrade damage increased, his ability got a overall buff, and his Sin of Pride passive got buffed. Don't accidentally sell him, Jesus. Which is this. He does seem a lot better. That range is so good. Actually, wait, he's kind of crazy. I'm gonna move my Benimaru over here just for convenience. Who is... Oh, it's probably Wukong hitting that far. That makes sense. I'll just leave the recording on until we finish this. Bulma seems crazy. I mean, the stats aren't amazing, but who cares? She buffs range, damage, and attack speed. And every 120 seconds, she gives one of these buffs and drops a 30k cash drop them. Only once per wave, but still. 20% spot all allies, 15%. That's really good. That's a really good support unit. And Escanor actually feels like a respectable unit now, because I'll be honest, he did not feel like a godly. Ooh. And her damage. If it's 2.3 instead of 1.9, I think that'd be a billion Blizzard damage. She doesn't get anything else, though. I was hoping she'd get an ability or something. I guess she's also got support stuff in her kit, though, so that's pretty good. What damage tired? Light. Half. Why has this guy not done the last upgrade on Bulma? I want to see that. Oh, can she give... Oh, right, she can give charm to money units, so you have to put them in a different spot for that. My Benny Maru's maxed, right? No, he's not. Fix that. Why can't I put Garo down? Come in. Yeah, sure. We'll put him there, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of this skin for him, so I definitely won't be using it outside of this mode. Because for some reason it uses the Monster Garo model. But I guess at the same time, Cosmic, I don't think would translate very well to skins. Let's use Baldy mode, I guess. Doesn't really matter, he's a water unit. An unevoed Benimaru, huh? It's actually it's kind of rare to see people using Rengoku anymore. I don't think he's bad. This guy hasn't used his ability yet, though. Come on, give me that good stuff. Oh my god, really? I've only done 3 of these. Okay, that's really good. I'm gonna prioritize that because we've technically seen Esdeath's Evo already. I definitely am not gonna get all these units evoed in this video. There's just no way. The grinding is kind of crazy, but we've seen Bulma and we've seen Esdeath. That's so lucky. What is my luck with... I mean, what is my luck with this game lately? She's an air unit. Wow, those stats are bad. Hold on. Let me just do that. I'm not gonna turn fast mode on, even though I kind of want to. Nice. Come in. Oh, I need to do my extra wheel spins because they still haven't given us anything to use the jewels on yet. Oh, come on. There we go. As long as the base stats... what's her evo? I bet it takes Cosmic Essence. I bet. No! It doesn't. As I said, I have her evo... Ah, yeah, I need more shards. Can I do that? I should have another... No, I don't, not yet. I can get the shards I need. When does the shop refresh? Does it say? Oh, right. It says 2 days. Right, it says right there. It's every 3 days this refreshes. Okay, so they give you time to farm it all up. Because I need more of all of them. I kind of have less of a use for large eggs than anything else, so I'm actually gonna do that first. I'm gonna have to keep... I'm not gonna remember. 4, 10. Egg shop. Let's get all of those. One of those. And that should be enough shards-wise. Okay. Doki. I know I still have to get her Evo item. Or not the Evo item, the 400 Light Essence. And I would like to get a trait on her, but I truthfully just can't guarantee that. Right now, I'm very low on shards. I guess... I'll try and get a thing on her once I have her evoed. But that might not be in this video. We'll see. We'll see once I'm... After this next cut, she'll be evo'd, and you'll see if I went and got more reroll shards. Okay, so, for you guys, this is obviously instant. However, for me, it has been 2 hours of grinding. As you can kind of see why that is. And I still didn't even get all the rerolls from it, but I've time capped myself to stopping at 5 so that I'm not doing this forever. I can evolve Madoka. I have everything I need for that. I can't evolve Esdeath. That'll be in the next video. I should have all the other units by then. I'll have more rerolls. I'll try to get traits on everybody. Show everybody off. But I guess this is just going to be the Madoka video. Ooh, okay. I'm going to try to avoid reading her passives for right now. Whoa. Okay. I haven't read the passives and I don't know what abilities she has. So, well, take a chill on that. I probably won't get anything here, but I'm gonna hope that I get... I'll take Overlord, please. Just give me Overlord at this point. No. Alright. I understand, game. I understand. I could technically use my eggs to get more rerolls, but I can't use my small eggs for that. Alright. Let's do these 11 more. Come on. Nope. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I'll just have to... That must be... Yeah, that's her cosmetic. It's actually pretty nice. Oh, what's Madoka's cosmetic? Hold on. Let me pop my infinite team on. Take you out. It's just that it doesn't come with the outfit? But why? Hold on. But, I mean, this is nice, but you couldn't have at least given us part of the outfit? Alright. 1,500 on placement, okay. It looked like her total cost was over $1 million, so... let's just go to this one. It's one I always go to. Actually, yeah. Also, in doing all the stuff, I did max out my skill tree for Anos. So he's really good now. I can't lie. I mean, him in combination with Gojo was already really good because of the guaranteed 2x damage. Pretty much always because of Gojo's time stop. But now that his damage is even higher than before, the 2x damage is like 1.6 billion. And if you hit the 5 times, it's... God, 86, 32, 4 billion damage. And that's not even including, like, crits or anything. So she's an air unit, so I'm gonna set up here. Is it... This is... Okay, yeah, that is a hill placement. I wasn't certain. The cosmetic does have me a little disappointed, but... I'll live with it for now. It's very rare we get air units, so... I'm a little excited. Okay. Let's look at our passes. Every 90 seconds, wish for a random buff, which is attained for 60 seconds. Wishes are 50% damage, but minus 50% damage to all units on map. 50% range, but minus 20% range to all units on plus 50% range. So wait, these are buffs for herself? But she nerfs everyone else? Each attack has 50% chance to purify enemies. Purification adds plus 1% damage, plus 1% range for every enemy in range. In range with Purify. Once an enemy with Purify dies, lose the stat buff gained from Purify. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Arrow of Salvation. Every 60 seconds, copy a unit in range damage and shoot at 75% effectiveness and apply a random effect off the arrow. Huh? Once base reaches 1 life stock, transform into her witch form. Upon transformation, time stop all enemies for 20 seconds. Enemies currently on map as well as all enemies which spawn into the map will automatically be permanently slowed by 15%. Wait, enemies currently on maps, all enemies will slowed by 50% and take 50% more damage from this unit until death. Okay. I completely forgot to upgrade my money units because I was reading her long-ass passives. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta turn on... where is it? No, not that. I'm gonna sell her real quick. Well, I'll wait a second. This was like a pretty simple attack animation. I realize I can't test her witch form without Anos here, or at least not easily. So I guess I'll also show that. I'll do that after I show all of her regular stuff. How much what does that give her? She time stops for 20 seconds. Enemies currently on the map as well as all enemies which spawn will automatically be permanently slowed by 15% and take 50% more damage from this unit. Okay. Okay, and those are maxed. Oh, wait, no, don't do that shit. Oh my god, I'm a clown. Hold on. Oh, she goes full AoE. That's why her attack speed drops so bad. But hold on, I have to do this correctly. Okay, so that is her regular attack. She then gets Magical Arrow, which is pretty much the same thing, but it does a little bit more stuff. Let's get off 3 times speed. Wow, okay. Let's spectate her. It's pretty interesting. This one's weird, just because it's all these 50% self buffs, which are huge, but with minor debuffs to everyone else is that is a decent downside. And then there's this. I have to remember her stats aren't the best right now. Whoa. Hold on, I gotta zoom out for that. I might need to turn my graphics up more. Let's just throw it up to max. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Wait. So wait, is she current? Wait, how does that... Okay, so she's in goddess form right now. Does that mean if you're in witch mode, this is different? Upon activation, deal 1 trillion damage to all enemies on the map. If the enemy has a special type, the nuke deals 2 trillion damage. Reduce bosses' HP by 50% and normal enemies' HP by 20%. Ease enemies to the end of their despair quicker by increasing all damage output sources. DOT damage crit by 100% for the next 150 seconds. Mark all enemies on map with Purify permanently. Which, with how this works... Oh, and this doesn't have a cap. Oh my god. So if this is only in... If this is in goddess mode only, I'm assuming this ability does something different if she's in witch form. Let me... I'm just gonna use it. Just to... I mean, yeah, I mean, I know it's not gonna really do anything right now. But... So let's... restart match. I'm gonna put Anos on the team, stack up his nukes, and then I'll show you guys if if that ability is different in her witch form, because that would be really cool, but also kind of difficult to utilize if you have to, because the only character that reduces stock lives is Anos, which means you have to have him to do it. Drop Gojo. So I will be, well, it'll be instant for you, but I'll be back. Okay, so Anos just needs to use his ability one more time, and Anos, you can reach over there? Oh, it's not what I want. I've adjusted all the settings here, so if there's like a cutscene that plays when she transforms, it will happen. I didn't upgrade her yet because I want to see if it changes her stats as well. I'm curious. I am curious how far they went with this. If it's like an entirely different like unit thing, that'd be so cool. But also, I could see it just being it does this and then changes her ability at her final upgrade. And that'd be fine. It would still be pretty interesting. I think she keeps landing her range buff, which isn't that helpful right now. Anos, how long until you use your thing the 4th time? 50 seconds. And then we can see what happens. I'm actually really excited, I'm not gonna lie. That first ability was already crazy. If it actually changes her ability in which form, it's probably gonna be something diabolical. It changes her model. I know that's not a crazy model change. It's just a color change, and then the aura is different. But that's still really cool. It does change her passives. All enemies in range are slowed by an additional 1% of their current speed per second in this unit's range, cap of 20%. Once an enemy has been in this unit's range for 20 seconds, take 20% of this unit's damage every second until leaving this unit's range. What? Once an enemy has come within 20% of this unit's range, cause them to walk backwards for 5 seconds. After the walk back, stun the enemy for 3 seconds. Can only happen once per enemy. For every enemy in range with a fear-related effect, this unit feasts on this fear and increases damage by 5% per enemy, cap of 100%. This buff is permanent? So she could just straight up get double damage? That's crazy. This is so cool. I know it's relatively simple, but it's so cool. Doesn't change her attack animations, but that'd probably be pretty difficult to do. So let's do that. Oh, she doesn't get the ability. She doesn't get an ability at all? Huh. That's a little disappointing. That's still really cool, though. But I think that finishes off this video. If you made it this far, you know, want to see more content from the channel, feel free to, you know, leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. It probably will be on this game, me getting all of the other units from this update. I know there have been a couple of other Roblox Tower Defense that are popular right now, like, I think, what's the one? It's like Anime Rangers, I think is what it's called. I might check that out. We'll see. But yeah. See you guys later. Bye.